with a tailpiece in there that's, I think it's broken off. Don't run the water. I bet you it's the tailpiece is broken off. I could put a new one in there. But I can move it, see?
How's the PVC looking there? That was my grandfather wanted to save money and did it himself.
Did he?
My uncle thinks that he screwed it up, installed it backwards or something. I don't know.
It's a little cattywampus, but yeah, nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to save money, right?
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
As long as you're saving money and you're not having to call a plumber to fix what you tried to save money on, and then you're getting charged double what you would have got.
Yeah, see?
Oh my God.
It's there's a scratched tailpiece in there that broke off. And then he tried gluing it. Or was that you that did the glue?
I didn't do anything to this. Any of the home repairs with my grandfather when he was still living here.
Alright, so there's no water in it. And there is a joint down bottom. I should be able to take care of this, no problem. Let me go get my container on what I need.
What's your opinion on using Drano on PVC like that?
Well, as long as it goes down, as long as it's draining,
Yeah.
you could use it. I mean, if it's backed up, that shit's not going to work.
Right. But it doesn't hurt the pipes. I heard that they could like melt the glue or whatever on the PVC and cause more problems.
Well, you got all copper here. You don't have a lot of...
That's not heat. Oh, that was
You got some fucking schmag happening there. I don't know what the hell's going on there with that, but that's... So you got yourself some stuff happening there. It smells like the shit that the girls use in their hair.
No, I'm sure it is. My wife has
You know?
1,000 brothers.
Fucking schmag a brew. Muck. It smells like that permanent shit that they use in their hair.
Mm. Oh yeah, now I'm catching a whiff.
Smell it?
Yeah.
That was wonderful. It's probably a flipping dead rat in there or something. You know, it's gonna be like it's gonna look like a dead rat when I pull it out. There's a little lever in there that lifts the pop-up up, and that all the hair gets caught on that. You know.
Right.
See, that broke off flush, so we're gonna change that. We'll see if we can get this out.
Man, how does that come out? Oh, you gotta like disconnect it from that. Ugh. Jesus. Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Looks like a dead rat.
Huh?
You're right. Looks like a dead rat.
That's what our issue was. That's why it was draining slowly. Ugh. And that's all that. All this stuff from the...
You know, who's washing their hair in the sink?
Wow, look at that. That thing's really thin. That fucking lever's ready to break. See how it's all rotted?
Yeah.
Let me get another one. See if I can get another one for you. See it?
Yeah.
Sometimes what we could do is we could push that in and cut it. Because if not, it's all rotted there.
Oh man, was that all that same thickness?
See, it should be all the same thickness.
Oh wow.
What I could do sometimes is I could pop this in with a hammer in the truck and then cut that end off. See it?
Yeah.
Let's try that. If not, I can get another one maybe, a used one or something. I try to save shit like that.
Right.
You're gonna be like a handyman, MacGyver shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can tap that in and recut it.
Right.
I got one of those vices with the plastic jaws.
Oh yeah.
And that works perfect for that. There's a little hole drilled in it.
Yep.
Watch. Look how it's all rotted. I'm just going to break that off and you got a new shaft.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And you don't need all that length?
No, we don't need it all, so that should work, hopefully.
Is that rough?
I mean, because if not, it's just a matter of time till it
snaps,
it gives up the ghost. Right? That's good enough. Good enough for this neighborhood.
Well, that's actually in the drain, so water's always flowing over that. Is that why it got all rotted like that?
Yeah, and then all that shit that they put down in there, the hair stuff for the females, that's not helping it any, is it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that extra shit from hell. Unless I put it in there so it's just floating back and forth without it. So you could pull it out and clean it yourself. You'd rather have
Yeah,
that?
I'd rather, actually, that'd be great.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd rather have it that way. That way I can just pull it out when I need it.
Well, you're gonna have to,
We never use this, like, plug the sink and fill it anyway.
okay.
So if it doesn't,
See, I have it so you could just drop it in there,
that's awesome.
okay?
That'd be perfect.
You want to have it so it's facing back, right? I mean, if you go forward, I don't think it's going to matter.
Right.
Yeah, and you'll be able to pull it out, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to get more hair on that shaft, right?
Yeah.
And then you could take it apart and just hit it with a plunger or stick a screwdriver in there and clean it out, okay?
Right.
I don't know what I do with the clip. Well, you're getting a lesson here in plumbing, huh? Today?
How long you been doing this?
Shit, man, my whole life.
Really? How long you been, I assume you're the owner.
Yeah, I'm the owner, yeah.
How long you had your business?
I was in the union for 12 years, and then I got out and I started my own business. So, nothing wrong with the union. I just...
Probably make more money on your own, right?
Well, no, the problem with the union is sometimes you're, the only thing is you got to make sure that this thing's going nice and steady, straight back and forth. If it goes on an angle, it's not going to pick it up.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you could just stick your hand down here, and if you have to adjust it, you have to adjust it, right? Yeah, no, I was in the union there for 12 years, but you know sometimes you gotta travel for that shit. I'm not shit for just a scratch thread in there. I don't want to travel.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
You're working for a local shop, it's all well and good, but when you gotta go to the paper mills and shit like that, it's not that great.
Yeah.
You're working for a local shop and you get home every day, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you gotta go to the paper mills up in Maine and stay over there, and then you gotta rent a place, you do all this overtime, and you're making the same amount of money because you have to pay to stay up there.
Right. Oh, they made you pay out of pocket to...
Oh yeah, say if you go to like a paper mill or a nuclear plant to work as a pipe fitter or a plumber, you're paying your rate, but you have to sleep somewhere.
Right. So they don't pay for your hotel or anything?
No, they don't pay for none of that shit. You have to do that on your own.
That sounds...
So,
especially being in the union, I would have thought they definitely would have...
no, the only thing the union does is it gives you a decent rate, and but you know if you're traveling, like if you're working for a company, you go to a paper mill, you're working for a giant big company. They don't give a shit about you.
Right.
They call the hall. They want so many people there, and that's it. If you're a company man, they might pay. I gotta get some pipe dope on that. That's what they call a scratch thread. I put a heavy duty one in there for you. This is what they call 17 gauge. So this won't. The other, they got 22 gauge is thin shit. And then they got this thick shit, which is better. 17 gauge.
Oh, so what? They just broke
See, it
off
don't
as a
line
thread?
up. The fucking idiot. See, it don't line up.
Oh, maybe that was the whole. Well, you know what? This moves though.
Does it? Yeah. Okay. Just be careful because this still has water in it. You want to grab that and dump that outside with the hair. So this thing does move.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
very
yeah.
well.
That's probably what happened. You might have come in here and hit this thing.
Oh, you hit it with your hip.
You might have hit it after a couple of beers. You know?
Yeah.
And then that was it. Broke it right off. I betcha. Because that's the only thing that's... Somebody runs into this thing. Break it right off. Especially if it's thin pipe, right? Break that shit right off of there.
What's supposed to be holding this from moving?
It should be all that shit that they had underneath the plate. That white caulk and shit, or silicone.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a couple of blobs of that shit. Once it sets up, it ain't gonna move.
Right. Well, you put it like underneath, and go
Yeah.
on the edge of the wood here.
You could, yeah. Just put a couple of daubs in there. You think somebody might have hit it?
Oh yeah. Most definitely. I mean, this is cramped in here.
Yeah, but it is kind of tight spot. I mean, you're coming in here, right?
Right.
Especially after a hard night of drinking. Stumbling in here.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, you're lucky to get to the toilet. All right, we'll try it. See what happens. Should drain fine now. That big blob of hair is what was backing up.
It's definitely draining way better. You would already had the sink halfway full before.
Really? Yeah, it was just that blob of hair in there. That was. You've seen it, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Flipping rat from hell. All right, so that's draining fine now. Yeah, that's what they call a scratch thread in there. The pipe's not thick. See how thin it is?
Right.
And there's just a little scratch thread on the end that's an issue. They break off right there at that, because that's the weak spot where that thread is.
That's the thinnest spot, yeah. No, that's probably exactly what happened. Sink got bumped too many times and it just busted that right off.
Yeah, you coming in, hit that,
Yeah.
boom.
And the duct tape wasn't the best fix, I guess.
Well, either that or get you by, right? Get you by.